rural development है, on all these causes. This is what it is. Now, how does corporate come into this? Corporate comes into this. हर एक आदमी का हर एक बिजनेस हाउस की एक इमेज भी होती है. जैसे टाटा आपने कहा टाटा की एक इमेज. Today, after 150 years of Tata in this country, किसी की मजाल नहीं होगी कि एक to lift a finger on them, because there is an image. Because besides doing business, besides doing earning money, they have taken care of social responsibility. So, for example, there is a place called Devas in Indore, right? अलग district है. There's a plant of Tata International जो leather goods बनाती है, bags वगैरह बनाती है. उन्होंने क्या किया है ये plant डालने के बाद on that area around that, the villages around that, उन्होंने सारे villagers को vote दिया. Right? The girls there, the ladies there, उनको employment रोजी रोटी दी है, plus उनके बच्चों की education के लिए they have made arrangements.
They have adopted the village in short.
You can say that.
Yes.
Right. So this is nothing but corporate social responsibility. So each and every business house who has a certain turnover, and the turnover is as per norms, it has to be
1,000 crores.
1,000 crores. 1,000 crores and
5 crores profit.
5 crores of profit, right? And it doesn't mean that all this money goes into corporate social responsibility. 2% of this is kept aside for these aspects. This is actually the definition of it. So I'm just trying to touch upon certain points. As I said, who is eligible? Limited companies, private limited companies, public sector, public limited companies, having annual net worth of 500 crores or turnover of 1,000 crores or net profit of, actually or नहीं है, it should be and net profit of 5 crores. Right? Okay. As I explained, what does it do? So all taxes paid by the citizens are used for the betterment of the country. And these are some of the points which they take care of: eradicating poverty, hunger, malnutrition. Drinking water is one of the basic elements of which comes under this, because many of the villagers, even today, many of the villages in India today don't get pure drinking water, even today, right? So these are some of the projects which they have to take. Now this is a quote which I have taken from Tata's again. This is what J.R.D. Tata had said, and this is what Ratan Tata had said. Because Tata as a group company is very heavy on corporate social responsibility. Not that the others are not. They have been around for hundreds of years and been not only business houses have not prospered, but this part also has been taken care of. So that's why what he rightly said is, we can't, Blooming Earth as an organization actually may or may not qualify to get CSR funds, right? Simply because one, it's not a business house, but some projects can qualify to get these funds, like water, river cleaning.
So I just want to correct you there. We are registered as a company. So we are eligible for only on certain projects.
That's what I was
Certain projects, not on everything.
So as he said, गाँव जवन है, या दिलों का मेला है, या anything of that nature, we would not qualify for that. Secondly, then again, as a village or as people of the village, a very important question to ask is: do we need CSR funds? Forget that we qualify or we don't qualify. Do we need CSR funds? We need.
Yes. The simple reason is, I'm just talking because you asked a question over here. Is so far over the last 50, 60 years of history of Kadwai, whenever we have to do something, we always there saying let's contribute. And alhamdulillah, generously, each and every
People of the
Kadwaikar,
village contribute.
each and every Kadwaikar, according to his or her financial situation, has always stood up and excelled in our collecting of funds, right? But how long does this happen? So hence, CSR funds are one of, it's not the solution. Maybe it is one of the solutions to fund future projects. I'm not talking Dow Jawan and KDKMs and all. Future projects like the Veerband or the river clearing or tree plant, such projects.
School would be one of the major.
Schools education, unless that I think we reserve. I don't want to get into a discussion over here. But yes,
I'm just
answer your
touching
question.
upon what all can come under CSR from Kadwai, right? Which requires these funds.
Plenty of things can come. Plenty of other things can come.
However, there is another school of thought, Asif, there is another school of thought. I was talking to the CSR in charge of Shapurji Palanji yesterday, and the discussion went for 1 hour. 1 hour she spoke to me. And at the end of that discussion, first I briefed her what is Blooming Earth, what we intend to do, etc., etc. I told her about Kadwai. She explained to me all this, and at the end of it, she threw a question to me. She said, "But you all don't need CSR funds. What are you all doing? You all are not doing all these activities as in a big way. So which Tata or which Birla is going to adopt your?" Correct. Now that was a question, and
A thought to ponder on.
thought to ponder on.
Like we can, like what
Yeah,
Asif
but
said.
I just want to, what he said is perfectly fine. So here we are talking about taking up villages and then maybe a Adivasi village, a tribal village, and then somebody sponsors the girls and the schooling and all those things. But this is different. When we talk about environmental projects or drinking water projects, it's a different game altogether. And where I'm coming from is when we talk about, let's say, NAM Foundation, which is run by Nana Patekar and Makaran Anasure. They're not getting money from their pockets. Somebody, a philanthropist maybe might be giving them money, but they also get a lot of CSR funding. And NAM Foundation doesn't do anything else but river cleaning and wire funds. दूसरा काही करतच नाही ते. त्यांना पैसे त्याला मोप येतात. We are talking about 10 lakhs and 15 lakhs. They're getting into several crores. So definitely it is basically the environmental projects and drinking water projects where it benefits the people and the environment. The CSR funding is available. And as a company, as an organization, we also registered as a Section 8 company with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So that also eligibility is there for us. So yes, there would be some restrictions on certain projects, but certain projects we could really take it up from there. In fact, on the education front also, that also qualifies for CSR.
Yeah, let me tell you one thing. As you said, yes, certain things only qualify. On a platform, railway station, okay, that is Western Railway or Indian Railways property, right? Does that qualify for a CSR?
Maybe or maybe not, I don't know.
Yes. I tell you what, they don't require funds, right? It's a right of a passenger that he requires to sit on a bench at a platform, especially long distance trains. So I've just yesterday, coincidentally, because I knew this was one of the topics, yesterday itself I've seen that there are benches sponsored by an insurance company in Bharuch, and it's written very clearly under the CSR under the CSR activity of this company. So what I want to tell you here is, yes, if the project is going to, where railways is not a private entity, railways itself is a government or a semi-government, whatever you want to call it, because half the railways have been sold. Yeah, whoever, that is the respect to whom they are selling it to. So hence, what we are doing, for example, Veerband, that's what is the first thing that was being discussed on our Kadwai blooms.
14 wells and 8 bodies, I think that itself is...
It's a big thing, right? So, only thing is how you project. Rizwan, I'm not undermining your way, but how you project what you're trying to do. If you hype up the whole thing and show it to them, I don't say they are readily agree. They don't readily agree to part of a CSR fund.
So there is something called as the Schedule 7 of Company Act, which I would request all of you all to go through. So on the net, and that gives a total list of the projects which can come under CSR.
Section 7 of
Section 7 of the Company Act.
What is it?